This is the last video in our Great Expectations video series. Today we are going to look at the final chapter of the novel. So it's been 11 years that Pip has been living abroad, and then he returns to Jo. Jo and Biddy have a young boy whom they've also named Pip. Pip decides that he's going to live as a bachelor. He's very content. He doesn't feel that need to get rid of his commonness, to overcome, being a common boy. He's quite content and happy to be with Biddy and Jo. Oh my goodness, I'm having a hard time with names here. But he still thinks of Estella, and he decides that he, wants to go back and visit Sata's house. He's learned that Bentley Dremel has abused Estella, that they separated, and that Dremel has since died. So he returns to Sata's house, and wouldn't you know it, but Estella has returned as well. That she's never come before, the first time, and this is also, of course, Pip's first time, and so they sit there and talk and just kind of rehash some of the things that have happened in their lives. And at the end, it's ambiguous. It would seem that Pip and Estella go on to marry, although it's not 100% clear. It says, he says, "You've always held your place in my heart. I little thought," said Estella, "that I should take leave of you in taking leave of this spot. I am very glad to do so." "Glad to part again, Estella? To me, parting is a painful thing. To me, remembrance of our last parting has been ever mournful and painful. But you said to me," returned Estella very earnestly, "God bless you, God forgive you. And if you could say that to me then, you will not hesitate to say that to me now. Now, when suffering has been stronger than all other teaching, and has taught me to understand what your heart used to be. I have been bent and broken, but I hope into a better shape. Be as considerate and good to me as you were, and tell me we are friends." "We are friends," said I, rising and bending over her as she rose from the bench. "And we'll continue friends apart," said Estella. I took her hand in mine, and we went out of the ruined place. And as the morning mists had risen long ago when I first left the forge, so the evening mists were rising now, and in all the broad expanse of tranquil light they showed to me, I saw the shadow of no parting from her. So, it seems like maybe, they're going to part, but then he says, I saw the shadow of no parting from her. And Estella has been completely changed, as has Pip. They both have been, completely gotten rid of their pretentiousness, of their snobbery, of their hardness of heart, well, in particular hers, and have become, both humble, contrite individuals. And notice that the novel closes with the evening mist. Remember those mists that have so often symbolized danger and pain. And so, again, that's a little bit ambiguous. But the thing that's interesting is that this isn't the original ending, and our edition, the Oxford edition, explains that there was a different ending that Dickens had given to the novel, but his readers didn't like it, so he actually revised it and gave this ending. And I just think, wouldn't you love it if, you read a novel and you hate the ending, you could say to the author, "Can you change the ending?" And they change it. It's kind of cute. So that concludes our videos. I am posting a number of notes of the novel, just kind of really focusing on some of those thematic pieces, some of those relationship pieces, okay? So make sure you read through those on UR Courses, and I hope you really enjoyed the novel, and that, it's something that, you're kind of even feel good about having read. Over and out.